Hi, my name is Damien Wimsett, and this is my personal video reflection on my philosophy of teaching. My teaching philosophy has changed a lot since I started this program. I used to think teachers just read material, delivered it to the students, and graded a few papers. Then I realized it's so much more. It's important for teachers to create a balance of materials for students from English, math, science, and social studies and arts. This balance is not easy to do. And this balance is important to help the students become a better citizen in society. One of the largest challenges I have had in my student teaching is working with students with troubled past, broken homes, abuse, poverty. There's been a lot that I've had to deal with and work through with students, and this hasn't been easy. Several times through my student teaching, I've been asked to work with young men who have made bad choices or were something was wrong with them. No one could quite understand what was happening, so they would send them over to me first to talk to find out is there anything that we can uncover or discover what's going on, and then move them up to the next level, which would be counseling. In other cases, there's been students after fights, students after outbursts in classrooms, just not being a good citizen or being a good person. When I first started this program, I didn't think that's what I was going to be doing. When I first came into student teaching, I most definitely did not believe that I would have to sit down as much as I have to discuss choices, life choices later in life for some of these students. They're 7, 8, 9-year-old students. And the amount of times I've had to sit down and discuss with them how they should be acting. You don't hit females. Certain things are just not okay. You can't cuss other students out, throwing things, flipping tables. I did not think this was going to happen. I thought, that behavior pops up and you send them over to admin, they sit down with the counselor, and you go about your day. That's not the case. You have to sit down with them and just see what's going on. See, was it just a bad day? Did someone do something to them? What happened? And that was something I wasn't really ready for. This is where I tie this into Christian values. In this area, there's a lot of religions. It's a very diverse area. With that said, there's things you can't say. You can't say God. There's certain things that are not okay for me to say because it infringes on other people's rights and their views. And I think that's good because everyone has a right to have their own opinion of how they feel or their religion should be. With this said, I can help them be a better citizen. I can help them help their peers, not to have outbursts the way they were doing or flipping tables or throwing chairs. Being a good person, sharing their materials or sharing their Chromebook with someone who's maybe their Chromebook's not charged and you take a test, helping them get through their task. Lending a student that you may not be friends with a pencil or their crayons, or sharing anything, or their textbook. If, say, they couldn't find their textbook in time, having you say, hey, come join me, being a good person. This also lends into showing respect. And I think that's a big thing for me. When you walk into a classroom, when you walk into a building, removing your hat, your beanie, showing respect to those around you, showing that, hey, I'm a person, here I am, I'm not trying to hide, there's no religious reason for me to wear this. It's a baseball cap or it's a hoodie that's covering my face and I'm trying to sleep in class, or, removing those things when you walk through the door, letting everybody know, hey, I'm giving you my respect. Let's start learning. I'm ready to learn. This seems small, but once students start to get it, it just translates. It gets so much bigger than just taking your hat off. It's, I'm ready. Hey, what are we doing today? How can I participate? How can I be a part of this? And I think for me, that's what religion brings to the table. When looking at technology in the classroom, That's another thing that is great. Not all areas are going to be able to do certain things. In my particular area that I've been doing my student teaching in, they have Chromebooks. And this is really outstanding because you can give 30 minutes at least a day to students with their Chromebooks and using this technology, which is great for using interventions for math and ELA. We have a student that is not very fluent, honestly, probably kindergarten standards in reading and comprehension. So she spends her time during the day. When she gets computer time, free time, she'll go on to programs to help her identify um, words and just build her fluency up. This is something very small, but this intervention, I think, is a great way of bringing technology into the classroom. And this concludes my philosophy on my reflection of teaching.